Today I'd like to talk to you about another use for Flowcoat, this time in making your own ring light. Now, when you have a milling machine, the larger mill come with one already fitted and a light already fitted, but they seem to put it on the wrong side. Most people in the world are right-handed, so you stand on the right hand side and you look to the right of the job, but they seem to put it on the left of the machine, so you're looking into the light and it's lighting up what you don't want to see. Should be on the right hand side. I use the USB microscope, and it's got a couple of LEDs on the inside and it lights the object, but sometimes it's too close and all you see is the light reflected off the LEDs. So when I want to use the USB microscope, I want light from the outside, more even and not intense spot. So I decided to make up a ring light. Also, you can use the ring light in photography, macro photography, and the lens fits through. Now, these pictures will show you the ring light I purchased. It comes as a set of two, and they are off cars, around the car headlights, the latest decoration they seem to have. I got one that was the closest size to the spindle, so it was clear that. I was originally going to machine up the housing for it out of Perspex, but one, Perspex is very expensive. Two, I didn't have a piece big enough. So I was planning to put two halves together and I said no. Also, with the original design, I had it so as it screwed in. And as I've said on other videos, think ahead. So I had drilled and tapped holes in this when it was all off for the design and all that. But then I thought, no, I won't do that. I will make it removable in case I want to use it on photography, that type of thing. So I said I will make it removable because I don't want it there all the time. It'll be coolant spraying on it as well. It's 12 volt. In the design of the wiring, my control box, there's a 12 volt supply up to the air cylinder, all that type of thing. So I've just tapped into it on the side here. JSTs are very universal connectors. So that's the plug. It mounts on. I've got a female plug on the inside, sealed in there with my favourite, as you know, polymorphic thermoplastic. So that's just warmed up, shoved in, pushed in, and I just have to pull it out, take the plug out, and here's a ring light. I used a mould. This is a photo of it. I just put it on the rotary table, got a radius cutter, cut it out, cut a slight section out for the leads, worked out the height of the resistors on the top, got the best radius I could. I think it was about 9 or so. Then I mixed up the top coat, and if you look at the top coat video, you'll see the ratios and all that. And by this time I knew how many spoonfuls I could need for that size, because you can get a rough idea of the volume. You know how much is in a teaspoonful, so you just roughly work it out. So then I had wired up the JST connectors, but also I added magnets. I had some 1/8 magnets, 1/2 mil thick, which sit above the height of the resistor. So then all I did was, they're fairly cheap. I could have just put in 4, but I put enough around. One little drop of super glue, drop it on the magnet, and it all just dries away. Then I've got the ring and the magnets, mixed up the top coat, poured it in, settled this down. This was made so as it just sat inside the lip of the mould, so there wasn't much sideways play. It then fitted in. The excess came up. I had to cut away from here. I allowed a groove for the excess to flow out. I then put the last top parts on, got the knife, leveled it out, then I got my wax paper, put that on the top, put a steel plate on there and just clamped it and let it dry overnight. In the morning I just peeled it off and all the excess flowed out through here, so I had to chip that away and lever it out. It was a MDF mould, so some of the shape, the cutter shape, was moulded into it. So I just got some sandpaper, smoothed it out, and then I just got some wet and dry and some oil and some Caro, and you just polish it that way. I haven't buffed it up because matte will spread the light a lot better. Put it on and it works well. Magnets are strong this way. They won't fall, but they slide easy. So to tell if you've got enough magnets, put it somewhere vertical and it should not fall. So now magnets can fit in there, go on there. If I want lighting at the back, I just have to use a JST extension. So I've now got lights that go on anywhere I wish to put them. I've got 2 rings, I've only made up 1 light. One of the problems I did have is that when I tested it, all the LEDs lit, but when I was prying it out, only some light up now, as you can see in this photo. But there's also another type of light that I've also got, is high brightness, and it has an aluminium plate on the back, but they get hot to touch. But if I need some extra lighting, I can always put that. I can always make up a double adapter to run more power leads out, and on the control panel I've got a switch for the light. So all that was pre-planned, pre-designed. It's now 100% waterproof, coolant proof, cheap, and well worth the effort. So if you don't have Perspex, you can make your own out of top coat and spread that around. Make a mould up roughly to the shape and you have it. So there's a ring light. Highly recommend it. Nice weekend's project for you, and you can use it on other machines wherever. Little 12-volt battery will run it for a long time. So as always, thanks for watching.